Dale, dale, black and gold. And then the drums go. That's like the first chant of the night. Dale, 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 black. Yo, what up, my black and gold faithful? It's your host with the most, Zella Double A. And guess what, guys? It's Tuesday, so you know what that means? Concacaf Champions League Round 2, Leg 2, semifinals versus Philly. Obviously, we're up on aggregate score because of away goals. So literally, it's another rematch of the MLS Cup final. We'll see how LAFC do. Obviously, we're still undefeated in the league and in Concacaf Champions League. So it should be interesting. Let's see what the fans say. Let's see what the people say. But you guys already know. Let's see what the people of LA gotta say. Here again with Push, and I got a few questions from Push. How we doing today, man?
Well, you know, I'm a multiple offender here, so I'm back. Good to see you again, bro.
Thank you, man.
I just want to shout my guy out. He posted on his story. He had a ticket. I was able to claim it for one of my 42 original buds, and I appreciate you, bro, for putting that out there and getting other people out here to the game and experiencing a good time.
All right, Push. Before we even talk about this big game tonight, how do you think we finally did in Carson after winning Galaxy after 6 years?
Look, we won, and we could have done better. The way that we won, it was tough, but it wasn't an easy game. It never has been. Every time we see Galaxy, no matter what, no matter how good we are, they always bring us the heat, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to respect that. As a cross-city rivalry, well, not cross-city because they're somewhere not in LA, they're car shit, but for them to play the way they did, rally late, that poste, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of get out of jail free cards, bro.
True.
But we also made a lot of mistakes, and we could have won that game. I'm talking like, you know, like it could have been a 5-2 game, 4-1 game. So, like, we got to do better against them ultimately, but at the end of the day, we won it, bro. And like I said, we got the monkey off our back.
True. We're here with Higgsy, and I got a few questions from Higgsy. How are we doing today, man?
I'm good, man. This is probably one of the most excited games I've been for. Like, it's obviously MLS Cup was one of the big ones. Galaxy always good, but like tonight feels I'm real edgy about it.
So before we get into that, what you think about the team's performance in Galaxy, getting our first win in Carson? How do you think the team performed?
I think it was great. I think it's they've always got like a little bit. They always had a little bit of a wood over us, a little bit of a mental thing, and but if it definitely didn't play like that, I think they played their best game of the year and still couldn't beat us.
Yeah.
So you know, I think that's a great result. I think you know I'm really happy the fact that we got that done. They threw everything they could, and we were still good.
Yo, what up, my black and gold? I'm here with Ramon and Evan, and I got a few questions. Guys, how are we doing today?
We're doing excellent, man. Waiting for the game to start.
Doing well, but a little nervous, but overall well.
That's great to hear, guys. We're here interviewing before the game. So before we even talk about this game, how do you guys feel us winning in Carson finally after 6 years?
Oh man, it was a beautiful thing to see. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there live, but I did see it on TV, and man, just being able to yell and just celebrate with them and finally getting that dub over there means a lot.
I felt like I could actually like exhale after that. I was like, oh my god. It was something that needed to be done,
yes.
And we got it done, and hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, some people would say that wasn't our best performance, but we still got the result. How do you think the team performed in that game?
I mean, I think the team performed good. McCarthy coming up with those clutch saves really helped out. I mean, he had one where Chicharito like had the wide open, net, and he was just there at the right time at the right place.
Honestly, it doesn't matter how good LAFC or the Galaxy is doing that season. Galaxy could be going for the wooden spoon and still put up a fight against LAFC, and that's just how it is. Like that's what the LA Derby is about.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's just it doesn't matter what your status is always going to be in their heads.
So that being said, obviously we're still undefeated in MLS. How do you think the team performed against Nashville? We got that draw.
Bro, if Walker Zimmerman doesn't get subbed out, we may not get that goal.
True.
He came out, and there was a weakness in their line. And there's a reason why LAFC fans to this day respect and love Walker. And I'm going to say it right now. He was a pivotal piece in building this club. And the support that we have for him, it always shows. But at the end of the day, his skill, it shows as well. And when he got taken out, we took advantage.
True.
And we took advantage of the line. And you know what? What I appreciate, like Tillman, Seapool had a bad game.
Yeah.
Bad game. Murillo, he was up and down. So, we got in a couple of switches, we made our moves, and the middle, we were able to gain momentum. We got the goal, and luckily we got a point.
Obviously, we're still undefeated in MLS. We tied in Nashville. How do you think the team performed in that game?
I was more than happy with that. I think we went in with I don't want to say string teams, but I think we went in with a team that hadn't started. Like half a team were not there, and like I think there was some really good performances. We were probably unlucky to not get a win, but I think a 1-1 draw in Nashville, it's a 4-hour flight. We blooded some guys like to when it started. Like I think it was a really good result to go that far against. And Nashville, am I allowed to swear? Yeah, Nashville are fucking good. They're a very good team. They're very good defensively. So I think, it could have been worse. It could have been better. But I think a 1-1 draw was pretty apt. And it was good to see some guys that don't get starting time.
Obviously, we're still undefeated in MLS. We tied with Nashville. How do you think the team performed in that game?
Wow, that game, it was pretty good. I mean, just the fact that we ended up coming out with that tie, and it's great. I mean, still staying undefeated. It's just a great feeling to still be undefeated at this moment.
I agree entirely, but I also know that we did not put in our full squad.
Yeah.
I know we have our eyes on the prize, and that's the CCL Championship. We got to win that cup, guys.
We do.
But honestly, I got to give it up to Nashville, though. They got Hani Mukhtar, last year's MVP. But even with some of our substitutes, we did a damn good job.
Yeah.
But the big game tonight, CCL semifinals, we're up away goals. How do you think the team will do today?
I want to say that we're going to hold them to no goals, but it's going to be hard against the Union. They play us hard. They want revenge for the cup. So I want to say they're not going to score, but it's not guaranteed. If we can hold them to no goals, we take it. But I want to say right now that ultimately it's going to be a 2-1 LAFC win.
2-1 LAFC win?
That's what I think.
If you think if we lose tonight, you think the season will be considered a failure or no? Because we didn't win?
No. Like, honestly, right now, we're too early in the season to call it a fail. Like, obviously, we want the treble and we want the 23 CCL, We want that, bro. But if we're not going to get that, we still have a lot to look forward to, bro. We got the Shield and we got the Cup. At the end of the day, this is showing that our club can compete on an international level. Now, we want to see the Mexican clubs. If we don't get to, we don't get to. And we got Open Cup as well.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, we're looking out to win everything. If we don't, we don't. But ultimately, the Cup and the Shield are the goal.
Okay.
We're winning on our ground. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want. But we're fighting for it all.
Okay. So who do you prefer as a rival for the final? Tigres for a rematch, or you prefer Leon?
I want Tigres all the way.
You want Tigres?
It's not even a hesitation, bro. We can take anybody anytime, and I want that ass.
You want Tigres?
We getting them motherfuckers. We getting them fools.
All right, guys. One more question before we let Push go. All right, Push. Tell the people. Tell them how's the vibe for a semifinal. What time did you take your first drink tonight, man?
Man, we're having a good time at work, so I'm gonna be real. The homies had it going like about 2:30.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He said, "Oh shit," like about that time. So then we had it going, kicking it at work. I got down here. We smoking, we drinking, we're having a good time, respecting the land, respecting the BMO, and just having a good time, repping the black and gold.
All right, guys. We're gonna let Push go so we can enjoy the semifinal, man. Push.
Hey, it's always a pleasure, brother.
I appreciate it. Let's talk about the big game of tonight. Concacaf Champions League. Obviously, we're up on away goals. What prediction you give tonight? You think LAFC will give up 2 goals?
2 goals? I don't think it'll be 2 goals. I think it'll be 2-1. I've been to a bunch of I've always watched this when we play Philly, and it's, as we know, it's I think there's only been 1 win.
Yeah.
And it was when we won. Obviously. So I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I personally despise Philly as a organisation. I think they carry on, they whinge too much.
Yeah.
But they're such a good team, and I was here when it was 2-2 and Escobar scored in the last 5 minutes, and that was a great game. It's always a really, really good game against these guys. So I think it'll be 2-1. I can't see them beating us at home when we've got the away goal. I think we'll come out pretty strong. We're obviously going to probably play our best lineup of the whole season. I'm pretty confident.
I mean, obviously we were up in the aggregate score, but that's the Rican side scored 2 goals in the first half. Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight.
No, but I think that was a different mindset as well. I think we knew what we had behind us, and we were pretty happy to just coast, and I think the team management's been really good. We've got so many games that we have to get so many guys through. The old guys, young guys, new guys, so I think that wasn't a big worry for me. I think tonight we'll come out, we'll start strong, and we have to start strong, and I think we get one early against them, they'll freak out, they'll start panicking, it'll turn out it'll turn out how we want it.
If we lose tonight, you think this will be a failure season or no?
No, I don't think so. I think it's
like we've turned over half our team, like, and to be this good with guys that probably still like learning each other, like, you know, you got guys that don't speak each other's languages, like, I don't think that's a foul, and we have great players that are still essentially learning each other. There's still guys you can see like who are trying to communicate, like Denis speaks only French, and you've got guys like, you know, Max has to come out and translate for him, but they're connecting really well, so you can't call it a failure with how many games we've played so far already. And we've got Leagues Cup, then there's US Open, then we got MLS Cup. Like, definitely not. I don't see us losing, but like, I mean, Philly are good, man, too. Like, they've been, I would say, the best team in the last 5 years in the MLS. Okay. Up there with Seattle.
All right, one more question before we let Higgs go. Higgs, what time did you take your first drink tonight?
I made myself a martini at 3:20.
Okay.
I had a gin martini at 3:20. It was either that or have a nap, and I went for the martini. I went for the martini.
Okay. So what prediction you give for tonight? The scoreline?
I'm saying 2-1.
2-1.
2-1. I think it'll be 1-1 at half time, and then we'll snag one in, and then it'll just.
All right, let's talk about the big game tonight. So what prediction you guys give tonight? Because obviously when we played that Costa Rican side, they scored 2 goals in the first half. You think that might happen again tonight against Philly?
Absolutely not. I don't think so. I think LAFC is determined to get this dub, and they're going to go out with guns a-blazing, and let's get that dub. I'm going to say they're going to win 2-0. 2-0?
That's a good one. I don't know. I would have to say maybe 1-0. 1-0. But honestly, here's the thing. I've noticed that in Alajuelense, we went, was it 3-0 that game? We went full force, and then when we went back to the bank, we went very defensive. So I'm thinking we did the opposite for Philadelphia. We were pretty reserved that game.
Yeah.
And now this time they're going to go full force, and you're going to have Danny Bouanga going off.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
take. I agree.
So if we lose tonight, do you think the season will be considered a failure because we didn't make it to the Concacaf Champions League final?
Absolutely not. I think there is that saying you can't win them all. I mean, obviously we're doing it now, but I mean, there is going to be a day where, you know, we might end up losing a game, and you know, but it's not a failure of a season. I think we're doing great, and just to be where we're at right now, it's an awesome feeling as well.
Honestly, we just gotta cherish what we've had experienced for the past 6 seasons, well, 5.5 seasons. Yeah. We got the cup, we got a double last year, and we got 3 total like trophies in the course of our history, so there's always something good to look back to, but I'm always looking forward to what's going to happen next. So,
all right, one more question before we let them go. What time did you guys take your first drink tonight?
I am actually not drinking tonight. Yeah, no, I'm not. But
what time did you take your first drink tonight?
Right when I got here, just having my familiar right about 6 o'clock, I'd say. Yeah.
Ready to get lit for this semifinal?
We'll see, but we'll see how the game goes.
All right, guys, we're going to let them go so they can enjoy the game. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, boss.
Thank you.
We're there.
I see you got the new LAFC jersey. You like the green. You think we represent green. How do you thoughts and opinions about the new jersey?
To be honest, at first I didn't like it. Then once I saw it in person, I put it on me.
Look good?
It looked good. It looked good. So if it looks good, I'm purchasing it.
Okay. All right, man. One more question before we let them go. What time did you take your first drink tonight?
Woo, good question. Right after work, man. So about 3:15, 3:30.
Ready to get lit for this semifinal?
Hey, man, we gotta be ready, you know. Support.
If we lose this game, do you think it will be a failure of a season because we didn't get to win Concacaf Champions League?
I don't think there's no losing tonight.
No losing tonight?
There's no losing tonight. This is why the team has prepared themselves to go to a final, win the final, and hopefully be in Saudi Arabia in the final.
All right, man. We're going to let them go so you can enjoy the game.
All right, please.
I appreciate you, man.
Ciao.
Hello, Black and Gold. We here with Mia, and I got a few questions. Mia, how are we doing today?
Really, really good. How are you?
Pretty good. We here interviewing fans before the game. So they just told me this is your first ever LAFC game, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
So what do you think about the vibes right now? What do you think about the culture? What do you see right now?
I love the vibe. You know what? It's not fake. It's absolutely very genuine, and I'm loving it. I'm really excited to go in.
Okay. What a first game. This is a semifinal. I don't know if they told you already, but it's a very important game. If we win, we make it to the final and all that.
I was made aware, and I'm really excited. I want to go. I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm ready to cheer them on.
Have they told you any of the chants yet for the game or not yet?
I was told to look them up. I didn't get time, but I'm ready for it.
All right, so the first chant, literally when the whiff blows his whistle, it's dale, 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 black and gold, and then the drums go. That's like the first chant of the night.
Dale, 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 black and gold.
Dale, black and gold.
Okay,
Yeah, literally. We're getting you ready. We're getting you ready for tonight. Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, one more question before we let Mia go. Mia, what time did you take your first drink tonight?
About a half hour ago.
Half hour ago? Are you ready to continue drinking?
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, we're gonna let her go so you can join the game. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Is LAFC goal in the 82nd minute. Number 22. LAFC advances to the Scotiabank